Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hate the glare on these. It is a live review of Drag Race España Season 2, and you already know this episode had a lot to give and then some. I was very happy with the runway, a tribute to one of my favorite directors. I haven't actually seen all of his movies, but I've seen some Bad Education, especially. That one really stuck with your boy Matty. But very happy with this week's episode. So much to discuss. Let me go ahead and bring in my co-host with the mostest here, my girl, Miss Mimi Cherry.
Hello, hola, bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Wrong show. Drag Race France is in a couple of months. Okay.
Just showing how international we are around these parts.
Oh, we're so international around these parts. We got people tuning in from Romania. I see you up in here today. We got babies out in Australia. I want to thank y'all. My rant pack. I feel like I've built a family here over the years, and I'm glad that you're enjoying my friends that I bring along the way. So we thank you so much for tuning in today for this live review of Drag Race España. Yes, so much going on. So before we get started, Mimi, why don't you give your social medias and what you got going on that you want to promote, and then we can get this ball rolling here.
Absolutely. You can go into the rose bush and grab a link tree if you want to really dive into all the links. But please follow my YouTube channel, youtube.com/MimiCherry. Follow the Twitter, also Mimi Cherry. That's where I'm the most active. IG, TikTok, go to the link tree for all of those. And yes, that's where we're at.
All right. Thank you for that, Mimi. We appreciate you for giving that information. Y'all go follow Mimi on her social media platforms. You already know with me, it's your boy Matty Rants. Everywhere except for Twitter, at Matty Rants, which on Twitter is at the Matty Rants. You already know I do reactions as well to these episodes that we review here on Patreon. For just as low as $1, you can join the Rant Pack family up there and enjoy the live feed of my foolishness as I watch these shows. Now, I don't have anything posted just yet because honestly, I have a lot of shit today. I've had a lot of shit yesterday and the day before that. Mimi knows this. Because we're getting ready for DragCon. We're getting ready for a lot of stuff. The merch store just launched with Bible Girl. That's right. Shout out to Bible Girl. Hi, anybody. Hey, Eric, I did just see that you signed up about an hour ago. You're going to have some videos today, baby. Trust and believe. But you can find all
Patterson.
you can find all these things at the link tree. Grab a branch, eat some fruit, Activia, now poot. But with the Patreon, you're going to have both Season 14, Drag Race España Season 2, and of course, Bad Boys Club Los Angeles that premiered yesterday. Kirk Franklin's son is in a lot of stuff happening right now, honey. It's a lot, but that's not what we're talking about today. But you can catch me on Scotty by Nature's channel at 7 Central, 8 Eastern for the review for that one. And yes, we got a lot to showcase here. Hi, Matty.
I quickly plus one because there was so much information. The drag queen merch, y'all. This is a huge deal. I'm so proud of you, Matty. This is like a really big deal for the Rant Pack. So please, DQM is like, come on, that's the one-stop shop. So let's support the drag queen merch.
I'm like literally all about business right now. As y'all can see, I have my glasses on, my contacts ain't here. I'm just like, okay, let's go. Mimi's like, stop giving Matty his flowers. I appreciate it, Mimi. I appreciate it.
Come on.
Back to blood. Yes. I appreciate you, my love, for tuning in at 6 a.m. in Australia. You and Feral Cat, I know y'all are out there in Aussie. A couple of y'all, my Australian Rant Pack babies. Good day. Good day to you. But yes, is it worth watching? It's a fool, but it's kind of, if you like foolishness, you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of foolishness, but like, if you like a little trash, I'm here for it. I know that the Zeus producer didn't really, or a creator did not really enjoy Funky Dineva saying something about it, but I think it's necessary bullshit. Yeah, there we go. It's necessary garbage. Like sometimes you need a little extra. All right.
It's like the hot Cheetos of TV.
The hot Cheetos of TV. Okay. You know what? I don't like hot Cheetos, but I like how the bag looks.
I've never had
Somebody
them, but I just went for the
see what I'm
first
saying?
junk food that's popular.
Y'all know my Mativia body. I ain't putting none of that in my system, not at all. Not in chips. I'll do a little salsa. If I have some heat, it's gonna be organic, mama. Maddie
Okay.
streaming the España live review at dinner time in Spain, understanding the culture. How are y'all up in Spain doing? Shout out to all my babies with the representative country today. This is your franchise, all right? And we come with nothing but love and respect, as this is the start of the disclaimer. Y'all have opinions, and so do I, but this is my channel, so here I am. Here is Mimi. We shall say what we're going to say, and it's going to be on that. We do not come out of disrespect. We don't come out of any sort of malice, hate, no set agendas in place, no biasness, anything like that. I am a commentator up on this YouTube platform, and I've been doing this for quite some time. If I have something to say, it is simply a critique. It is not an evaluation or adjustment on a person's psychological matters in life or who they are individually outside of a show. I am judging them based on a narration and a set episode, okay? So if that is a little too difficult for you, by all means, step. Until then, enjoy the show. And if I drag somebody today, it's not because I hate them. I don't have beef with them. There are no issues. Nothing's too extreme here. All right? I will
We're
always
all
make
pass
this
and go. We're all collecting 200. Nobody's going to jail.
either way, at the end of the day, by the time these are reviewed, when girls are mad about whatever, YouTube can see I had said what I said. It stayed in the lines, and we good on that. But I don't respond to bullshit now no more. It's 2022. Games are not played. You see what's on my chest. How you doing
Yes.
today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I read the comments. Oh yeah, I do. I may not respond to all of them because I'm like, But and also I'm fucking busy half the time. I'm like, let me jump. But every
Yeah.
now and then I'll read the ones where y'all actually help me and educate me. And then I'll read
Well,
the ones where it's
yes.
like, what are you talking about?
Yes. We retain the ones that are constructive. Everything else goes with the Mattivia out the poop.
I like it when people actually give me like historical facts and all
Mhm.
that kind of shit, because then I go look it up. Like for
Mhm.
today, two things were part of this week's episode that required my investigation. The mini challenge for sure. Thanks, Mimi, for sending me the video today. I skimmed through, I got the gist of
Yes.
what that mini
Yes.
challenge was. I was like,
Yes.
oh,
Oh, okay.
America would never because you already know we're like all about cheat, like bitch, we gonna just have them
Mhm.
out there, honey. They had dance productions,
It
babies was in
flashed me back
pools.
to being a kid in Puerto Rico and watching that kind of TV. I haven't watched that kind of TV in so long. It
I
probably
was
doesn't
like,
exist on that level anymore, but yeah.
people were falling, like it was
Yes.
very interesting and no one cared, but I was like, you know what,
Did
this
you
the
get to the
vibe.
guy TIG weld? He was on a rope, suspended over a pool, TIG welding
Yes,
another without even a mask on. And I've worked for a metal studio, so I know what he was doing. At minimum, he should have had that mask on.
I was like, well, damn. And then the
Okay.
whole putting his hand with the eels bit. And I was like,
Yes.
so he's supposed to transport that all the way over there? Girl, the parachute lady with the fan, we'll
Yes,
get
the
there. We're going to get
parachute
there.
lady.
I thought that was so funny. This is one small fan she has to turn off, but they have these industrial size fans there. Either way, thank y'all so much for being here. Let's make sure that we keep the audio clear. Thank y'all for showing up. I see you in the comment section. Lego. Also, Feral Kitty, we appreciate you for some of these pictures that you've put together of the panel and myself. I appreciate you down. If I find something interesting today, baby, where I can get a little referential point, I'll do it. Because Nickel Doolian was quite hilarious yesterday.
It was good.
And hey, we had 100 something people in here now, 97. Some folks may have tipped out. Tip the fuck back in. This is a good goddamn show. I appreciate you for being here. This is a live review. So if you're expecting a 10-minute video about oop da da, that's not this, baby. This is for the sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right. All right. So let's keep it rolling and let's keep it moving. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you're new here. Drop a tip in the jars. You see these dollar signs right next to us if you're feeling your host with the most. Right over here. PayPal would be really nice right about now versus Cash App. But if you have those other options, please and thank you. But all means that thumbs up is where it needs to go and where it needs to be, because this algorithm is so important for content creators of color out here trying to make it happen. All right. This was a good one. Let's go. Now, after the elimination of Ariel Rec, people had opinions, and I kind of agreed in a sense. And I think the entire world, for the most part, except for the girls that may not so much, said that, baby Samantha, we've already seen this before. You
Yeah.
strip off all your clothes, you make lewd gestures. That is your niche. But, like, damn, girl, Ariel gave a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if that's all you have to give, after a while, it's just
It,
that's all you have
it,
to give.
it's a little bit nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
That part. Um, SRB in Japan, thank you, baby, for the super chat. I'm back from my trip in Spain. It was amazing. Jelly that you went. I know somebody else
Okay.
that's on my Instagram that was in Spain. He's very handsome, but I also enjoy like his Instagram post too. He was in Spain and I was like, oh, so jelly. I was so jelly. It
Mm.
just looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so
Yeah, I have a friend that her and her partner spent a month there. They did kind of like, okay, if we're already working from home, let's go
mhm.
change the scenery. New Yorkers that went to go work from Spain for a month. I'm like, I want to do that.
Okay. Diamante did the truth and then some. I mean,
Yes.
I didn't disagree. What's up, Michael versus Miguel? It's me, D. I'm ready for this. Been waiting on all day like cat waiting for its owner to open a can of tuna. My child, I hope the kitchen counter is clean. Let's see here. Even Poopy was classier. Well,
Oop,
Diamante was spot on. Agree. And we all agree that evil Samantha should have been sent back to the
not
PC.
evil
So
Samantha.
why is it evil Samantha? The fact that in every other franchise Samantha would have been gone in episode one.
Mm.
Well, now finally we've got some claws this season. Albert, wait till we get to Untucked because I'm gonna narrate that one quite flawlessly. I'm asking for silence during that hour because bitch, I was living. Yes, Marge. Yes,
I
thank
had
you.
to watch it twice. I had to watch it twice just to like fully get it down.
The unbotheredness of Drigi, darling. The
Yes.
unbothered. You are I want that energy in my life. Oh my God. It
Yeah.
was like, girl, like she was telling her the truth and then some. It was a mood. It was a mood. Just smiled at her and told her the truth. What do you want me to say? You're insufferable. I can't. You're always farting. God damn, girl. Like she may have had some Activia, baby. It's okay. Now, either way, the queens did come back in from to the workroom here. Samantha is still safe. They're all a little upset that Ariel had left. Of course, there is some love given to um Sharon for winning last week's episode. I think I'm just gonna say her name like that from now on. Sharon.
Sharon. That's how I
Yeah,
say
right.
it.
It's gotta be
I
like that.
even hear it in my head that
Oh,
way.
right. I don't see her Sharon. It's like
Sharon.
Sharon. But babies, the episode starts it up. I did have to censor a few things as jocks were stuffed. But again, next day, still discussing the same sort of bit, whatever. Honestly, I just be like, okay, these are fun moments.
Mhm,
Supreme looked wonderful in this
mhm,
watermelon suit. That's what I got from
mhm,
this one,
mhm,
right?
mhm,
Hmm.
mhm. Yes, very watermelon, like summer pop.
Okay. What is this? Sorta a falsa is
Cerda y
my
falsa.
is my new tattoo. Is that the song that was playing? Wait, what was that? Help me out here,
We
memes.
need more info on this reference because I don't
Is
know
that
the
you? Okay,
reference.
it sounds like that was the song that was done for the I
Cerda
can't
y
remember.
falsa.
It was the theme song for the lip sync here. Help me out with that, baby. But I do appreciate the super chat. Apologies for not having that together. But we thank you for the super chat, most certainly. That's what Jariji called Marina. Oh.
Ah, cerda y falsa.
So do you know what that means, maybe?
So cerda, if I'm not mistaken, is like deaf. Um, cerda y falsa, and falsa is like fake. If I'm like in my Puerto Rican Spanish, if I'm remembering correctly.
False and swine. Ooh.
Oh, cerda, like a like oh, like cerdo.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Wow.
oh my. Yikes. Okay, we'll get to that part in a second. Oh my god. Ah, she dragged her low key. Okay, high key. High key. She dragged her. Oh my goodness. Okay, pass the free. We'll get there. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the
Oh,
mini challenge was a hoot, as this was a play on a popular television show back in the Gap that me and Mimi had to look up here. This
yes.
was quite possibly a very, 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 very small version of that because the
Yeah.
television show
El gran juego de la oca.
comes in, dun, 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 bam,
On a
in tennis
zip
shoes,
line.
on
In a
in
suit.
just where's my suit jacket? Thank you. All of a sudden, these random women pop up out of nowhere. Hi, I'm here for this section of the show. Okay, great. Now we're gonna do a dance number. Bum bum bum. But I was like, this is kind of amazing. And if I was a child watching this, I would have lived and wanted to be on
That
the show.
giant sound stage with a full-size pool in the middle of it, people just hanging out in the pool.
I was like, what in the hell is going on here?
We
It was
got our
so
life.
good. It was
El
so
gran
good.
juego de la
I
oca.
I was here for it. Loved that. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. But with the mini challenge, they were supposed to get in quick drag and then, of course, put their bonnets on and be prepared to sort of do a mini game in reference to that show. And of course, once the queens saw this cutout, they already knew where this was going because it's like, oh my gosh. And if you know the show and if you look it up, I'm going to put it actually in the description after this video post. So for those of you from the States who are very interested, like I was in this, you can look up the link and watch this episode Mimi sent me because it was crazy. But I lived. I was like, oh, where is this? Can we do this more? Like,
It was like
honestly.
Sábado Gigante meets celebrity meets Big Brother meets like oh gosh, what was the Joe Rogan one? Fear Factor.
Right. And so what I got from the challenge is that they were given sort of sayings that we would say like early to bed, early to rise or something like that, that kind of stuff. And they were supposed to get those phrases correctly. And you're loud. What's up? What you read, baby?
Oh no, stop, the way you said the name is the same cadence as Sábado Gigante. Sábado Gigante.
Oh, I mean,
I'm influenced. What can I say?
it's a Muppet, everybody. I was
I
going
am
to
a
say
Muppet.
very sabalosi. I can't. Mimi, stop the way you said the name. The same kid. I can't. The man just flew in, got a jacket, had some kid shoes on. It was crazy, but I loved it. But I was also very confused. But I
Yeah,
was like rolling the
yeah.
dice. Bam, here's the game. All right. So
The little
what you're gonna
remote
have to
control
do.
that rolls the dice.
It's like, what? And then this guy had to get in a box and he started putting like almost like not jingle. What was that game where all the marbles were on top and you had the sticks and you had to pull them out and see who would ever get the marbles out?
Oh,
That was kind of
yeah.
like that. I was like, girl,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
going on? It was cool. It was fun. There was a lot of money. That lady won a lot of money. So I was like, oh shit, this is interesting. But that's what I got from this now.
Whew. I love the ever expanding
Kaplunk.
gobstopper that is the pit crew because we keep getting new flavors every week. It's just like an everlasting
Plinko.
gobstopper,
There we
this pit
go.
crew.
Kaplunk and Plinko. Plinko's the one I remember, Pee Wee. That was the one I remember. So I'm I have to edit my reaction a little bit because Matthew's legs spread at one point in time. I was
Ooh.
like, who is this tall one? His hair is so long, a
Mm.
hairy chest, beard.
Well
I
groomed.
was very jealous of Benedita this episode during
Mm,
the Maxi challenge. Because when I
mm.
tell you she better than me, girl, I'd have had that man hold me up against the wall. I'd be like, stop. This one here too. Listen, the short baby, that daddy can get it right. I'm telling you. God bless you, España, y'all. This is the both.
Hola, señores, ¿cómo están?
All three, because we're gonna get to the third one, but no, both of them are.
Okay.
They're both very attractive. So again, something about the U.S. girls, no shade. It's a little bit clean shaven sometimes, and I'm like, can we get a little bit of the rough and rowdy boys over here? So moving
Yes.
forward, I had to cover some things, y'all, because they were stuffed clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. This one over here, I was like, "Hey," but yeah, yeah, wonderful. All 3. All 3. It'd be a dating game show. I don't know. Not a low budget Rocco Steele. Shut up. That's a good reference. I can't. Stop it. Not low budget. He's fine. Listen, Matt Tivy is on full effect today as it needs to cover wonderful things.
Packages that have been well delivered.
I have to mm, mm, mm. All right. I just want to play with his chest hair. I just want to be
It's just meow.
okay. Matt, get back to it. This is a lot. This is a lot. So they
You
had
want
a
to be
hit.
like a little cat that does the bread kneading? You just
I
want to do
want to get
some
off this
kneading?
live and make a phone call and have someone answer it for me.
Ooh,
Okay. Listen.
okay.
Feral Kitty, I see you on my PayPal. Thank you for the donini. Meow. Appreciate you, Feral. Feral, thanks so much. I see you, Dominique, as well. That was from yesterday. T. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Lego. This was fun. I think some people were doing this on purpose.
They wanted to get smashed, you mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, some of the catchphrases or whatever, I was like, girl.
Well, they're very specific phrases.
Yeah, and that's why
But like
all of the
I got 4 of them, but I didn't know all of them. But they're very specific phrases that like if you don't know it, you don't know it.
I missed 2. I only missed like 2. I actually was like, wow, y'all don't know this shit. This is well, then again, my parents are older. So like I grew up with hearing nothing but stuff like a hit dog will holler, and all that kind of
Mhm,
mess. Like I
mhm.
literally was in a house of phrases and sayings. That's also how I come to make my own phrases and saying. But yeah, I had a good time with this one. Diamante and Onyx were putting the Lord's work. Honey, let me tell you something. If kissing and pies are on the line, I'm going to get the answers right. And they're better than me with this cheek shit. Baby. Once this one over here came in,
Suddenly COVID doesn't matter?
baby. I listen. We'd have quarantined together. We'd have quarantined together. He don't need his own hotel room. We'll be fine. One bed. I'm kidding. Okay, so moving forward, the winners of this week's challenge get skincare products, which, Justin Rain can certainly put a good promo for this for. Get it together. Go on chocolate drop. But the
Yes.
winners, like I said, were Onyx and Diamante. Now, the Maxi challenge was very much talk show, soap opera.
So I got very El Show de Cristina vibes that had a little bit of a crossover into the United States. So Cristina Saraegi, and let me know in the chat. I'm sure that you guys remember that Cristina show.
Isn't she
To
from
me, it gave.
Telemunda?
So she
Isn't
was in
that right?
Telemundo. Yeah, it was
I
a
saw some
Telemundo
of I saw
show.
some of her shows. Yeah.
And it was very that vibe, which at that time was like that Jerry Springer-y kind of vibe. Who was the other lady, the one that got in trouble because anyways, yeah, so it was that vibe but Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about Christina. That one I've seen many times before, especially growing up where I was at in my households and my friends' houses, going over to my good friends, especially when I had a friend of mine when their mama made tamales, baby, everybody was at
Yes.
that house. And
Yes.
so when we would walk in, that's who was on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Paulina is one, right? Does that sound right? That sounds right. I mean, in the States, it'd be Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, that kind of bullshit. It'd be very there. Not Maury, You Got the Father, because that's very specific. He rarely goes off the script with his episodes. He's always
Yes.
about babies. But like when it comes to random storylines of people just popping up on stage to get their grievances out, and it's always the families. Was Christina the one that always had the fights, or what was the man? There was this guy who used to be a host of one of those shows, and somehow the bell would go ding, 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 and they would start fighting. It's not Jerry Springer. It was on Telemundo, and it was this male host. I forget the name of it, but I used to watch it because I was obsessed with the fighting. It was always, unfortunately, it was always somebody in drag, and it was always some like, "You my son, I'm not your son." Baby, Miss Mama was windmilling, okay? Casos de Familia in Brazil. Okay. Yeah, it's not more. Maury's actually ending this year. This is
Yeah.
last season. I know
He's ready to go live some life with his wife.
He needs to. I know that's
Yes.
come on, Maury. You and your sweaters need to go ahead and lay down, baby. It's all right. Woo. Okay. I forget his name, but that's the one I used to be always into his shit. Like I enjoyed those shows. So either
Yeah.
way, those are the winners. That's what the Maxi Challenge is about. Maury is still on. Judge Judy moved her stuff to a
Yes.
different platform. So you can watch Judge Judy still, but she's like streaming now. She's not like on television like she used to. For because money. Someone gave her a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they had to assign teams based off of the improv challenges that they were going to be presented with. Mimi, do you have the names of the improv challenge or
I
the works?
do.
What are the three that they have?
So tortilla española is do you want everybody that's in each group?
Hmm.
So tortilla española is gonna have Diamante as ser tortilla española, Estrella playing the cebolla blanca, aka the white onion, and
Mm.
Sharon playing
Oh.
the cebolla roja, aka our red onion.
Hmm.
Now we have the paternity test group. We have Cethalas as Goya Porda. We have Marina as Amapola. We have Mariconchita La Polígrafa by Venedita. And Golfa Persica is Jota. And last but not least, Only Flans, which I loved that play on
I
words.
love that.
I
That
need
one.
that on a shirt. I need that on a shirt. We have
Oh.
Samantha playing Amaranta.
Mhm.
We have Georgie playing Elenita. And we have Onyx as Toby the dog. And
Ugh.
also, all of them moaning during the casting call was just giving me life. Like they
Oh
would say
my
name
goodness.
tortilla, oh, cebolla blanca, oh.
Mimi, be careful with that mic, babes.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
uh, I feel you on that. It was really fun to see this get put together, but I got to say that Onyx and Diamante were trying to be strategic in their planning of teams based off of who they thought would be strong and also who would let them shine. More so Onyx than Diamante, because once Diamante picked Estrella and Sharon, I was like, girl, why would you do that? Those are two heavy hitters. Miss Mama over here is crazy and makes people laugh just for nothing. And Sharon's
Yeah.
a professional. Good
Yeah.
luck. Onyx team, I was like, okay, Jariji's a silent killer, so that we can go in with that. And Samantha's funny, but also if she's shit, she's already been the bottom twice. Set her up. Like very that girl.
Yeah.
That's been the entirety of a lot of these episodes in the confessionals versus in person with people. Like I hear a lot of complaining from this baby, even though she does well at certain points, and she's actually pretty good at what she does. But like, I don't know, she wasn't really happy with her person. She actually said, "Well, I'm going to be fine with it because they're probably trying to trip me up." But I'm thinking, did you see the other roles? Are you like, are you sure? Like, I think they were just worried about themselves and then thought
Yeah.
about, well, maybe they'll work really well together, all that kind of stuff. So they do still have the bailiff on there. Wait, do they still have the bailiff on there? Yeah, because I watched a new episode the other day. They do. They do. They still do. She just wasn't having it. But either way, teams were set up. Of course, I was very happy that España decided to go right into what the challenge was. We did not sit there for too long having a conversation about how I'm going to do this role, how is this going to work out, and that also added a little bit to the chaos because once they started acting, there was no. We didn't have any idea of how they tried to set this up with the groups. So we found out
Yeah.
through their confessionals, oh, we didn't practice it that way, or girl, I wasn't ready for her to do. That's what made this a little bit more interesting for me because it's very much an improv challenge, and Supreme kind of was the winner of this week. Ooh, am I lying, baby? I was like, Supreme.
Am I lying? No.
Supreme was killing it. Like,
Yeah.
and I love me. She's like, you have a special guest that's gonna be, and
And then
she's like,
she's
what?
like, "Stop it, stop it. Stop it."
Oh, when she got in with the flan, Rue would never. Rue would
Never.
never. Like, are you kidding me? Like, Miss Mama may dance and do a little wiggle in a suit kind of bit, but like to look like disgusting for a moment and to get her, like, come on. Just a round of applause, real quick, y'all. Just a little bit moment for
Yes.
Supreme. Because, like, honestly, good stuff. We're going to talk about these runways, but, because I'm not having that yellow today. This is the set. We already know where we're going with this one, y'all. It's a little bit of a closed quarters, but Lego. Lego.
Yes.
I knew right then in here, right here, Diamante, you were in trouble. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm,
I
like as
see.
soon as she walked in.
Yeah, because Estrella's in like a older look, and I also found out that both Estrella and I'm like almost said Simone. I almost
Sharon.
said Simone. Sharon um are playing regional
Mhm.
people from
Mhm.
specific areas, and it was very like like especially thanks to judging for that because I was like, oh, thank you for that explanation because they were playing different people from different regions that came to this group, and so it was very specific to their characters, which added something to the comedy. But here come Diamante in this wig, and like she's like about Beyonce, and I'm like, what, what,
I know.
what? Like, I don't think they were on the same page. I was very confused with how they went with this one. What did you think of Diamante in this particular group, Mimi?
I think that the tortilla was overpowered by the two onions for
Mm,
sure. All
I
I could
was
taste was onion afterwards.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I wanted. And normally I'm not an onion guy, but you got to give it to these babies here. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Now, Sharon, bitch, you walked in, and I don't even know what to say, but like it's almost as if Diamante wasn't there because of how well you ate it up with Estee.
Yeah.
Like it was like, come on, girl, like she just rolled in, executed her line. She immediately created a story. Estrella picked up on it. Diamante's still on Beyonce and the Michelle group. What is happening here? But for me, I thought Estrella was the winner of this group, in my opinion. For her to even have these onions in her mouth,
Yes, the commitment was fully there.
just eating the onions on the neck. She's like, I don't know if y'all saw me like gagging, like how that was so funny. She's like, I was literally over there. Commitment. I'm here for this. This queen I live for. Also, thanks for the shout out on Twitter. You called me a slur, and I was like, what? But I know she was playing, so I love her. So,
Yeah, I mean,
ah,
again, the culture in Spain and in Europe is way more
oh,
loosey goosey
y'all
on
be
certain
saying that
things.
F stuff. Y'all be saying that word often out there. That's why I'm not bothered when I hear it
Such
from over there.
the
Y'all,
mariposa.
they mean it out of love. They mean it out of love. But
Yes.
yeah, she's crazy. I live. Not the Bosco eyebrow. Girl, what you is that a silky form from when the Sharpie went in? Miss Mama, that is one line. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Um, oh, I'm not hot nerdigans. Shady. Coo coo coo
See,
coo coo
see,
coo coo
see,
coo
see.
coo. Ja 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 ja. Sha, 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 sha. 179 in the room. Thanks for being here, everybody. Please make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to share this on your own social media platforms and subscribe if you're new here, becoming part of this Rant Pack family. Drop a tip if you feel like it, but a thumbs up is all I need. But all right, so let's see here. We're gonna keep on moving and keep on pushing through. Go ahead, bitch. I like you. I also liked when you called out somebody in the workroom about lying, but I don't know if that was the truth or not. But it was just really funny. Like, child, y'all don't know her like I do. And let me explain this liar over here. I was like, oh, there's drama. Okay, so on to the next one. Which group was this again? Because
This
this
is
one
the
was the most
paternity
boring.
test.
Okay, the paternity test group. I could just get all these babies together over here. Drag Sethless, you kind of had to carry these two a little bit because Hota was kind of boring for me. Like she got there and it just really didn't add up. I was like, she remember how she walked in and didn't sit down for the longest?
Yeah.
Just I I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm upset. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because that girl is not my child. That's right. Get over here. What is happening? Then Drag Cephalus walks in all kinds of bouge after this crazo comes in. And I'm like, what is, huh? Then there's like, hi, we love each other. What? Like,
I know.
oh God, but Marina. Oh,
Well, even
oh.
Supreme was like, "Wait, now you love each other?"
It was so weird. Supreme was
Yeah.
the funniest one in this sketch next to Venedita because of the fact that Supreme kept like making fun of the fact they didn't know what they were doing. Except for Cephalus trying to drive this skit, but the problem is that Hota didn't catch it and was like, "No, I'm doing my own thing. I thought we talked about this." It's like, no. And then Marina, oh, you're the daughter. Why? Why?
Why do you
Why?
look older than them?
Baby, I didn't want to say it, but that looked like Sia been through some things. She fell
Wow.
off the chandelier. The chandelier fell on top of her. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Bitch, chandelier. It was a
Not
mess.
Sia before the rehab. Because that's what the song is about.
Me not knowing enough about Sia to really catch where a
Well,
joke
I don't know
like
if she
through.
really went, but the song Chandelier is about like being, dealing with like substance
I would have
abuse.
said Maddie Ziegler after Dancing with Abby. Oop,
Oh,
oop.
wow.
That's a Dance Moms reference for all the girls out there. If you are like me and have watched many compilation videos online, yeah, so many funny edits. And shout out to Queen Holly, Dr. Holly, excuse me. But yeah, this was kind of a mess, and I was a little bit like, okay, Sethless is the only one that's kind of holding this together. Look at how Hota's sitting, girl.
Like a man in a dress, in a wig, with
just,
heels that are ill fitting.
just sitting there like, just
Wow. What up, bro?
can you believe this shit? Like this bitch over here trying to say that that's my daughter. That ain't my daughter. That ain't my daughter. Daughter.
I didn't even sleep with her.
Okay. What are you talking about? Wait, I got it. Stoop man is gonna leave his stoop. Hey, I'm spreading the word. That's a Hey Arnold reference. Let me get back over here. I'm sorry, y'all. No, wait. I gotta do him. Now I gotta do him. Hold on. Now I gotta do him. Okay, Marina. Let me do this face right. Oh, I was like, what is happening here? Drag Sethless, the legs finally crossed.
Oh my
See,
god.
ladies. Okay, all right. Let me sit down. I'm sorry. I felt like, oh, oh, I'm acting. I felt like doing it. Okay, so there you go. See, you gotta call me you gotta call me that name when I do stuff like this. This is where my mother was
Mr. Rants.
now Matthew. That's my mother. Matthew, get
Mr.
down.
Rants.
Like sit down. Now,
Paging
besides
Mr. Rants. Paging Mr. Rants.
like hello. I've left the building. I'm tired and now I'm acting. I'm
Code
acting.
red, Mr. Rants, code red.
So Venedita actually saved a lot of this scene here, honestly, by not even saying that much. The kissing number with Tall Daddy in the back was everything. Coming in with fucked up lipstick, fully aware of the situation. Everything is so serious and so funny at the same damn time. I lived.
Yes.
I lived. I lived and
Yeah.
I breathed. I really, 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 really enjoyed her. I was
She
like,
gave
come
me
on,
what we
chin
needed.
strap. Come on,
Yeah.
chin strap. And like everything was so the way she pulled the tracks underneath the machine, it was like there's nothing to pull it underneath. Why are you doing it? That was so stupid, but it was so funny. She's like, literally, here are these tracks, picks up the machine, y'all, and slams it and starts pulling it. I was
That is how you
crying,
improv. That is
right?
how you improv.
Didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? Just looking over at Suprema to say, oh, I was like, all right, now that's funny. This bitch gave it to me. I was here.
And
Here.
then once everybody else picks up the scene, she's still back there like eating up the scenery behind
Yep.
them.
Just motions and then when the guys were there, she's like, I've got the answer. Like that was the test. Like that was how we got the last bit of information. I have to grab a crotch or two. Fucking hilarious. So definitely Venedita stole the show from their team,
Yes.
period. But yeah, I was here for it. And of course, Supreme was really rocking this one, even though this
It's
outfit
so
was
good.
awful. Child,
Last but not least, our only flans
last and
group.
least, Samantha Ballantyne. Oops. Uh, girl, this was okay. I was here for Jariji and
Yeah.
Onyx, but
Yeah.
she came out here with this roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, and it was almost like there was such a weird dedication to the character that it was too dedicated that it, like, went past the mark.
She was improving by herself. How
Party
are
of
you an
one.
improve? Right.
Samantha, party of one. We have your
Listen,
table, party of one.
Samantha, did you talk to the other people? Because while I get that you're supposed to be super spoil whore, video play set, you know what I'm saying? But like, you are a dominatrix woman whose husband died, but then you said later on that you were married and the man was in the house and that you had to work like this because you don't have any money, but huh?
Lost her
Look,
own storyline.
Ruben, I couldn't understand Samantha, and I'm Spanish. I everyone tells me that I've been getting inboxes. Matt, don't worry if you don't understand Samantha. A lot of us over here, she talks very fast. So I was like, okay, so because
Oh yeah.
even me, as I'm listening, I try to take a Spanish lesson at the same time I'm watching. And
Yeah.
so when Samantha talks, I'm like, oh, okay,
Almost like Puerto Rican level fast.
I'm like, whoa. And I'm just trying to listen, like, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Jariji speaks very like clear and very
Very deliberate.
so I
Mhm.
enjoy when they talk a lot. Like I can listen to
Yeah.
her in a podcast. She's like really
Oh
great.
my god, yes.
It's such a
It's
good,
she just
good
butter.
voice. Just good
Butter.
voice. Even Marina too. They both like have really good speaking voices. But moving past God, God. Jariji, because honey, I don't know how you two be playing with me, so I ain't gonna be fucking with around with that. Okay. Was rubbing flan all over
Mhm,
themselves.
mhm.
As this is part of the only flan.
Only flans.
Stupid.
Telling you.
Stupid. And
I need another shirt.
when they had to blur out her titty, I was gagged. I was like,
Okay.
oh my God, she actually showed a breast. I was
She yep,
gagged.
yep.
There are several moments in this episode where I'm like, oh, did they
Oh,
actually?
oh, okay.
Nope,
Oh,
nope, nope,
okay.
nope.
Ah, okay.
Listen, this is my American ass. Okay, like, oh my gosh, like, I can't. But I was also like, work, like,
It's very
give.
this. Oh my
We
gosh,
would
what's
never,
happening?
exactly. We would never do that. But hello. Okay, I live. She actually gave a lot for this role and I was really proud because sometimes I'm thinking she's only going to be like low energy and I'm always shocked. It's a subtleness to her strength that is so powerful and she knows that less is more and she really eats that up. Like I'm going to give but this much. We'll get to the
She has a little
untouched.
bit of like one chip challenge, like ghost chip energy. Like, oh, you take a bite of
Mhm.
the chip, you're like, oh, that's a cute chip. Wait a second.
Like very much like I would never. Oh, it's very hot now. Oh, but
Yeah.
inside they're like dying, like very much that. Now, Onyx enters in as a dog. This is where my brain literally, if you know SpongeBob, it's The Simpsons and Homer. Well, I'm out of here. Ooh, brain's gone, just left.
Well, you know that I have a history with the whole puppy thing, so I was
Oh
here for the
no.
puppy.
Oh no, watch out. Okay, listen. It'll be oh goodness. Y'all asking if people got beefs from last yesterday's panel. Now wait a minute.
Ooh.
It was something. This was fun. I did like when Onyx came out giving furry energy. And of course, Jariji played into it, but Samantha
Yeah.
was really just sitting back there kind of fucking up the vibe for me. And I'll just be very honest. Like I thought she was fucking up the vibe of this.
Well, I
Like
love that Jiriji like fully bent over on purpose. Like, yep, you're gonna see up my skirt. Here we go.
woo, 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 woo. Very that. Very, very that. 200 plus in the room. Thanks for tuning into the live. We appreciate you for being here. Hit that thumbs up button, share, subscribe if you're new here. Drop a tip if you feel if you feel
What do you
like it.
say?
And yeah, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. We appreciate you so much for being here. I thought Onyx did the assignment. I thought that Drigi was the winner of this particular group. Um, this was insane at this
Yes, it
part.
was. Look
This
at
was a lot.
Supreme, like a little pig in shit.
Just
Happy.
we're another 9.9 on IMDb. Everybody. It's very bad. When I saw Onyx, I said, Dovima is back. Come on, special guest star. I can't. It was complete chaos, Luna Rodriguez.
See, Maddie, if suddenly season 3 there's an Australia reference, that's when we know that the producers are watching us.
That part. If they ever do, and I need to have my credit for it. Thank you. That would be an
Okay,
invitation and a paid booth at DragCon UK. All right, thanks.
thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, Samantha made a paper plane out of the assignment. That did not fly. Okay. It didn't go anywhere.
One wigged crane.
Now, moving through the workroom here, once again, we have these queens to thank for some authentic conversations, but also some shady moments as well. As Jota was describing a particular garment that was held by someone who is very famous in Spain, I believe, Mimi.
La
Uh,
mantilla.
Okay, and someone who is like iconic and said that I believe their grandmother sang with them or great grandmother.
Yeah.
I think it was great grandmother, something like
I think
that.
it was grandmother. I think it was grandmother. Mi
Grandmother,
abuela. Yeah, I think it was grandmother. That oh yeah, my grandmother would sing. That because she was talking. She basically was going roundabout of like where she got her artistic persona
Lola
from.
Flores.
There
Yes,
we
yes,
go.
yes. And as they were
Montón
going
de
through
manilla.
this, and she was, pulling out like, oh, my grandmother did this, that, and the other. Look over here in this corner, baby, with these cutoffs. Our favorite Australian. No, I'm just playing.
Look at Australia over there in the
Look
corner of the
at
map.
Australia. Looking over there at look at Australia looking at Spain. Why you gotta be over there? I can't. Oh, it was great grandmother. Okay, I figured
Oh,
because I
okay. I thought it was
believe
grandmother.
Marina was speaking about their grandmother
Oh,
doing
okay.
something, and then
Okay.
Hota was like my great grandmother.
Ah,
Okay, so this is where I'm going to describe where Estrella is coming from and why I also kind of am with them on this one. Hear me out.
yeah.
You know that person when you're describing something that's big for you or you're having your moment, and then someone comes in and sort of gives you the one up?
Yeah.
Okay. I know people like that in life. Now, I'm not taking away from Hota. I don't want to do that because I don't know that baby's journey, right?
Yeah.
But as she's sitting over here, I know girls like that, where it's like, Miss Mama, you were waiting for someone to say something, and all of a sudden, bam, here we go.
Well, then
You know
on
what I
top
mean?
of that, part of what Estrella was calling her out on was that she didn't believe her. So
Hmm.
on top of it is like, not only are you stepping on somebody's story, you're stepping on it with a lie-ass lie. And yeah, liars just,
I
why
mean,
you
yeah,
like that
she
lie?
definitely did want to be a part of the conversation, which is why I didn't take it as deeply as Estrella. The only
Yeah.
reason why I'm giving her time with her argument is because remember, they known each other before the show and they
Yeah.
already had issues. They
Yeah.
already had issues, you know what I'm saying, with the situation. Like, oh, girl, she was always messy when we worked together. Same thing with Diamante. There's some sort of before Drag Race at play with all of this. So when she brought out the garment and everything, and Estrella was so messy. Oh, you have it? Did you bring it with you? Let's see. Girl, that was so shady. I was like, oh my God.
Why are you looking so orange?
She was like, oh, really? Is that so? Because the girls will do that, trying to gas you up to be like, okay, let's see where this lie is going, or if she's telling the truth. So, like, oh, did you bring it with you? Let's see her.
Well, it's like give you string to hang your, yeah.
Uh-huh. I've had a friend who lied about being a princess and her German boyfriend flew out to surprise her. Meanwhile, we was all poor. Oh goodness. Trust me, I had to deal with a lot of my brother used to be a huge liar at school. I had people coming up to me, hey, did your brother that say that y'all lived here and did this and that he was a part of this, that, and the other? I'm like, huh? Child, y'all can see me. They're like, yeah, we see you. We know that ain't true. I'm like, child, I don't know what to tell you, baby. But some people need to do that. And if my brother feels some kind of way I exposed him here, I've done it live many times.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just, I at younger ages, lied as as a defense mechanism, and so I feel like I allowed liars to be in my life for a long time, and in the
Mm.
last few years, I just don't have the capacity for it anymore because I am not a liar anymore, and like the big friendship that I had to kill was because she was a compulsive liar. So right now, I'm just like very sensitive to like liars.
I just hated always being called one because people assumed based on how I presented myself that I couldn't have never have gone through the things I've gone through or done the things that I've done. But like why would I make that up, bitch? My shit's so oof, this life. I'm
Yeah.
so happy to be here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
exactly.
that's the thing. So I get it completely. And as time moved on, people learned, oh, Matt wasn't playing. I'm like, mm-mm. You roll with me for a while, you will see my life is always a goddamn show. I leave this house, something happens. And I
Always.
and I always feel like God like did that to me because I asked him to make my life not boring. I used to pray for that. And I feel
Yeah.
like literally that's every damn day. That's why I'm always like, Mimi knows this. I'm like, girl, I have to go looking like this or come like that because someone watch something happen. Let's say the
Yeah.
news gonna be there. Hell, I've witnessed many things go down. So by all means, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
an 18-year-old lying to impress her new friends, it's not a first. I don't want to
I
say she's
forget sometimes
lying.
her age.
Yeah, but it's possible this could be a quick story to kind of give her a moment. I hope it's not though, because this is TV and it's
Yeah.
gonna sit there. And if it gets called out, it's like, so all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just some people live a vanilla life. I don't know what that feels like. I have no clue. I have no
Yeah,
idea what
once
that
my
looks
life
like.
got so crazy that I didn't need to lie anymore and I actually wanted people to believe me, you stop lying real quick. And it's not that like I was a lying ass liar, but like, oh, you embellish a little something here and there. And I just even
Sure.
that, like I don't embellish, I don't lie, not a white lie, not a nothing.
The only
Like
time I had
none
to
of it.
lie was when it was to myself about my own sexuality or to
Ooh,
my father when it came to my lifestyle or to people who were pressuring me in high school to come out. That's the only time I really had to give somebody a lie. It was to
yeah.
protect myself because people were trying to jump me in school, had to fight many of times, even for the girls that didn't
Mm,
believe me and all that kind of shit. So, like,
yeah.
it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Yeah.
again, look at us having this. We're breaking down this story right here.
We
But
always
I
have
was
like
just
a moment
saying.
where we like relate, you know?
I relate. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
say she a liar, but like I kind of was living for Estrella in that moment, but I also could be like Hota could be sharing some tea. So like
Yeah. Yeah.
there it is. Now this moment over here with Sharon, oops, oops, Sharon and Benedita.
Yes.
This was deep, especially when it came to losing Sharon speaking about losing their father to
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, them passing on the day of Pride, and how they felt that was a
Yes.
message to them. I also like that this setup was done intentionally by Benedita by simply asking, "Hey, you've been doing this for a long time. I almost gave up at one point in time. What
And did
kept you
you
going?"
notice, like did you notice how there was even that moment of, like, he softly came over and, like, touched while asking and, like, very, like, sisterly, brotherly, like, "We are fully connecting in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm touching you to let you know that you can be vulnerable." Like, I felt
Mm-hmm.
all of that, all of that.
Mhm. I like that insightfulness into Sharon, and it made me also respect Venedita more because it was a very genuine question that I would ask somebody who has been on YouTube longer than me or someone in the industry. What made you keep going? Because there's days when everything is so negative or you can't do everything that you want to do and you feel defeated and you have to keep going.
Mhm.
Once again, this fucking show feels natural. And I love that about España. I'm watching it in a completely different language and it translates very well. So props to these queens for being very open about their stories, but also for just production allowing this to seem like or it being just an authentic moment. We need that. We need
Yes.
because
Yes.
those produced moments, girl, I'd be like, "Oh, girl,
Let us
someone."
know in the comments if there's, like, a Spanish version of, like, what is it? The Grammys, right? Is what the TV
Hmm.
would be? No, Grammys is mu music. Emmys is TV, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Emmys.
Emmys is TV. Yeah.
So if
Oh,
there's a Spanish version of the Emmys, like, l this show needs to be, nominated for it because it's so
hmm.
good. So, so
Okay.
good.
Child, hold on.
What happened? Meow.
All right, sorry. C Diggy sent me some tea. I have to
Ooh,
follow up on that later. That's
an update,
ooh.
update. Tee, 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 tee,
That's
update.
that's gonna be a lot. Sorry, I have to look up something after this. Maddie's got to do some research. I haven't had to do that kind of digging for a while when I was trying to get somebody's business, but today's the day. Now,
Ooh,
Eric, I want to give you some love. I see you on my Cash App. Congratulations on the merch. I appreciate you, baby, for the love. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Over 200 views in this piece. Let's go. Um, Maddie, what about the Jariji shot, a screenshot of her talking about sitting on Onyx's face? I couldn't get that screenshot because literally, like, Mama's puss was literally up in the mug. Like, I also was saying to myself, just FYI, I would have done the same fucking thing. If I was in a skirt, knowing damn well I wouldn't wore underwear that day, I'd have sat there and spread. You better believe it. You better believe it. Okay.
Well, she had a
Shoot.
thong on, but thong slipped real quick.
Baby, you already know that sucker was slid to the side and let it ride. Okay. I already had a feeling that,
I've
Onyx,
done that many a time, so yes, I can relate.
Onyx had a taste of Jariji that day. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't think it
I
was the
was
first time,
jealous.
so I'm sure it was pretty consensual.
I was jealous. I was like, God damn it, Spondy's having all the fun.
All the fun.
I was like, no. I'm seriously though, like, gotta love this show. Ugh, things are happening.
Yes.
Now,
So you were not happy?
No,
Tell us your feelings.
it's okay.
Tell me on the doll where they hurt you.
I love the wig. I enjoyed the mug. This outfit for me just it's kind of working at the car wash. Like I just lots of strips of fabric and capes. Oh my. So it didn't give me what I wanted for this, but I did enjoy the hair. The hair was fabulous. I just hated this. So no, not hate. No, big word. It's just a little there we
Not
go.
a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, it's just it's all right. It's all right. But the wig is cute. Love the hair. Love the hair. But it's been kind of not my favorite runways from her so far in these 3 episodes. So where are you now? So Prim, come back to me. I need a better dress on you. Seriously. Wow, that worked. Okay. Let's move. I'm so mad I got that together. That was a Janet reference for the girls.
Okay.
The Javiers are fine. Eat it. I don't care. Both of them. Yes. Sandwich me. Anna, like, she grows on me. I like Anna Locken.
I
And
like her now.
she's silly. Like I see her on the comedy of it all. She's kind of like, haha, I'm a little corny, but whatever. I'm fashion. And this guy over here, Mimi, what was his name again?
Eduardo Casanova, who is an actor/director.
He looked amazing.
Yes.
He looked
And
amazing.
he was giving me everything, like energy-wise, comment-wise, all of it.
He was a great guest judge.
Yes.
I loved how he got very
I want him
personal with
back.
them, and he got very real with a couple of them when he also dragged somebody low key. And I was like, oh, he's telling nothing. But the way he got Samantha together was so needed and necessary. And it wasn't like he was like, you're shit. It was the way he explained why the expectations are so high, and yet here you come out and gave us this. And it was like, oh, you better say something. I was here for him.
Yes. It's immediate follow on the Instagram.
Megamind, that's a good reference.
Drag version of Megamind.
Okay. I did like him a lot. Let's see here. Let's keep moving. Ooh, so the runway category.
Yes.
So, to start, Almodovar?
Almodovar.
So, that director, I want to tell y'all just a small, short story, okay? This is kind of playing into my own coming into myself as a gay man type of situation. Bad education changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
I put that on God. I saw that movie, okay, in the theaters. I snuck in to go see that movie, okay? It was at, I think, the Angelica out here in Houston, which has had so many different names, but it was the only place that you could go see, like, independent films. And I made...
Like the artsy theater?
Yes, and I made my mom drop me off at the movie theater at a very young age, because once again, this is also way back in the gap when it wasn't like It is. I mean, it was still people then getting abducted, but like back then, parents used to drop your kids off at
At
places.
the movies, pick
We
you
out.
up after the movie. Yeah.
So my parents trusted me because I also was a fighter and they knew my record. I didn't play no games. But I was very young and I bought a ticket for a different movie and I went and saw it as a young preteen. Changed my life. Changed it, changed it, changed it, changed it, changed it. I That was my exposure to a lot of things. And it was also really important for me to see that movie as it also developed the growth in myself. I had a newfound respect for camp, kitschy type of artwork. That is when I found Divine through Bad Education. Didn't even have anything to do with it, but like I started researching things at a young age. And I just love the fact that this is the theme for the runway because I was like, oh shit, I know who that is. And it also introduced new movies that I didn't know he made. And I was like, oh, I have to find this one. I have to find this one. I have to find this one. Volver, that one, I've seen that movie. I was like, oh my God, there we
Volver.
go. Like, loved it. You know, I'm going to say it like my Texas ass is going to say
I
it.
know, but it's just, that way,
Vol-
next time, volver.
Read me in the comment section. Volver. Volverone, boom.
Like a revolver, because I'm American.
that and there's a club out in West Hollywood called Revolver. No, it's just but also like the director is very symbolic with his movies in terms of his placements with things like the colors that he uses in the films, the fact that it always has settings in kitchens, that always has it's very pro women in sort of moments or showing a woman's plight in terms of the struggle in certain ways and settings, as well as about queer representation and discussions on gender and sexuality. Like this person's director, I'm a huge fan of. And I was so mad. I was like, damn, he made a lot of movies I haven't seen. So I also didn't realize that Antonio Banderas is damn near in a lot of his earlier movies. I was like,
oh yeah.
Fuck? So if y'all know of any place or any streaming platform that is accessible for your boy to watch a lot of these movies, or if it's available on some sort of free, like YouTube somewhere, please, please, please send me links. I have to watch this stuff. I'm a huge fan of his work.
They're probably sprinkled across different platforms depending on who owns the IP.
Yeah.
But if you do know of streaming places where we can watch these movies,
please
send them to us. Send them to both of us.
Please. I am very interested in this work. And I've seen the ones that have came to the States the most. You know what I'm saying? Very that like Penelope Cruz led, Bad Education got out here, all that kind of stuff. But I miss most films because of time, this, that, and the other, whatever. Linking a Google Drive. Girl, you already know what's up. You know you fam. I do need a VPN, low key.
I was gonna say, yeah, VPN.
Low key.
Where's the VPN code? Okay. Where are you, Shark Code or whatever?
Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down is the one I wanted to see the most because I started looking at YouTube trailers and also like they were also breaking down movies. That one was really, I was like, I have to kind of see this one. The one with Tilda Swinton too that came out recently, I need to see that one as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
That's a short film.
It is? Ooh, love it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. So I knew of Almodovar as a reference, but I have not seen any of the movies. But I did a quick, I try to do my research as much as I can for the reviews. And so I saw that, the Tilda Swinton one, if I'm not mistaken, is a 30-minute like short movie. So that one should probably be easy to find for us Americanos.
I'm hoping so because, like, one, I'm a fan of Tilda Swinton, so duh. And two, what I'm saying? I love me some Tilda now. Oh my god.
Yeah, Netflix with a VPN. I need to add that to the list of things that we need.
All About My Mother. I saw the trailer for that one. I wanted to see The Skin I Live In is the one I wanted to see too. That one looked crazy because Diamante's look was like, what the hell is this? But then I saw the trailer for it and I was like, oh. I've seen Talk to Her. I've seen that one. That one I've seen. That was a long time ago. It was like on HBO years ago, and I got lucky. Okay, so let's move forward
actually,
here.
Before we change from the screen, the other one that I want to dive into is our guest judge, Eduardo. The little bit of research that I did of his, if I'm not mistaken, he has like a Netflix short series that he directed, and like he's acted in things. So I definitely want to get into his vibe too. So if you have stuff that you want, if you know of Eduardo Casanova and you have recommendations of his work, please send them my way too.
Okay. Perfect. Yes, because again, like I like with España, open my mind, teach me something new. I like to receive. I'm not someone who's like, I don't want to do all that. No, I need to know.
Yeah.
Which American director would y'all think could make? Oh, I got three:
Mm,
Scorsese,
mm,
Spielberg, Tarantino.
mm.
Oh, and if we, but if it was a different kind of runway, I'd also add Spike Lee into that one.
Okay.
Them
I
four in
I would
particular.
take Spike Lee over Tarantino actually, and
The
keep
reason
your choices.
I want Tarantino for a Pulp Fiction moment. I want a Kill Bill moment. I would so many movies that I would want a moment in. Not the particular ones. Not the particular ones.
See, that's the thing is that like there like I
Ooh, Tim Burton would be good too.
oh,
Mhm.
Tim Burton would be a really good
That would be a
actually.
really good one.
So for me, out of the things that have been mentioned, because I would need some time to think about it. So off of everything offered, Tim
John
Burton,
Waters.
Spielberg for sure. Yeah. Oh my God, too
Spielberg
many.
for
Too many.
sure. Like that's a
Del
lot. Oh,
Toro.
yeah,
Del Toro would be my
Guillermo del
third.
Toro. I love his movies. He's so brilliant. He also
Brillante.
made The Prisoner of Azkaban like the best Harry Potter movie, and I will fight y'all to the death on that one. That was the best Harry Potter. I don't care. Ugh,
Whew.
I hate that
Did
it
you
didn't
see
get
that
that good
documentary
reviews.
that they did of the behind the scenes and them getting together and all that? It's on HBO.
Actually, I'm kind of I really want to watch it, and
Really
I
good.
read all the books and I was a
I
huge
know,
fan
right?
and all
I know.
that, but
It's really good.
something in my spirit is making me like,
Be-
am I gonna cry a lot? Because that's what's
oh,
causing me not to touch it. Because like
yeah.
I that was my child. I like my mom was so happy that I started reading more books again. She got nervous when I was reading stuff like American Psycho in 8th grade.
I understand the, like,
Oh,
not wanting to cry, and I sometimes save things specifically when I know that I want a cry. So if
yeah.
there's ever a time that you want to cry, watch it.
That's
It's
gonna
so
be it.
good.
Because it was on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network on Sunday, and I had to stop myself from, like, jumping into it. But yeah, I'm so mad at J.K. Rowling right now, and all that, but
I know, the mothership is
that
just
series did like y'all don't know that saved my life when I was a kid. So
yeah.
I'm talking about life saving things, but my mom and me also got really close together because when I finished the book, she'd read the book.
Yeah.
She's like,
Me and my
"Hurry
mom
up and
too.
finish them."
Me and my mom too.
And it's funny because I actually still have all my mom's copies of those Harry Potter books. When she passed, I
Keep
got all of
those.
those. Yeah, I got them because she liked to highlight certain stuff, and I have her Bible too. And my mom was a weirdo with that highlighter, but I keep it because of particular reasons. But yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
anywho,
Not
Studio
weird,
Ghibli.
that's beautiful. You
That'd
get
be a
to
wonderful.
you still have her essence in those little highlighter lines. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Just a little reminiscence.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bosco, because every time now I have to think of Bosco when she's like, "If I could have one more moment," I'm like, "Yeah, I know all about it, sister." All right, first up is Drag Sethless. We were just speaking about this movie with Tilda Swinton giving us everything. Honestly, this is one of my favorite looks of the night,
It was
personally.
really good.
This movie was called, come on, Matt, I had it down. I just watched the trailer for this, like Human something something.
Because
Tilda.
I did not write these down because you'd be like,
The
"I'm all over
human,
this."
it's the human voice. Yeah, it's the
Okay,
human
yes.
voice. And I thought this was pretty good look. I also enjoyed the fact that she kind of did her own interpretation with this one and gave elements of the character on this look. This is definitely a puss for me. I was here for
Yeah.
it.
It was really good.
It's his only English language work. Wow. That's cool. Like I'm always here for subtitles. Yes. But that's cool. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Hopefully I can find it.
Yes.
Um Now I kind of lived and breathed for this. Estrella extravaganza. Uh when I looked up the reference for this and then saw the scene and then the whole thing that she bitch. I thought it was clever. I thought all of this was very clever. What could have been a simple runway was presented very cleverly by her.
Yes.
Puss for me for this one too.
Yeah, I need to see it, but I figured that she was delivering very well on the character.
She was Kika. That's what it was when I was when they had said the name. They're like, "Girl, is that Kika?" And then those was done right because when I watched the original of it, I was like, "Oh shit, she really went there." I was like, "Go on, bitch, go on, go off." I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. This is also, what movie was this from? Is this the Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down one? Because I was trying to find, I found the scene because I got such a crazy film. So that's the name of the movie. It's called, I was looking for that. Hold on, Matthews. Put this down. I want to see this movie. Oh, okay. It's on Vudu.
Oh, there you go.
All right. I'll be watching that one later. Thank you. That's going to be for my tonight. Tonight, I have dinner and everything
Thank you
ready to
very
go.
much.
Little chicken pot pie. I thought it was fabulous. Fabulous. Next up, I almost said poopy poison. Samantha
Ooh.
Ballantyne. This is the other movie I need to see, like, a lot, because apparently this movie was one of his best ones, according to the list I was reading. Matthew, come on, get the name. If the comment section would help me with the name of this movie, because the cover does not really show. The nose, Rosa de Palma is a fashion icon. Thank you. I know this is not the one. Start with that one.
Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown.
Thank you. That's what I couldn't. I knew that's specifically where it goes. You said start with this one. Maria Sol, hey babe. Start with this one. As a matter of fact, can someone just send me a list of your own if you've already gone through all these movies? Give me an order. Yes, give me an order, because Matthew will do that chronology. Give me an order that I should go by, and I will.
The ranking.
Yes. As a matter of fact, let's make this a Patreon thing.
Yeah.
I'll do my reactions to them on Patreon. Boom. Boom. Okay. This was cool because it actually kind of gave, but I think it was because it was so simple that they didn't really give it where they, it was like, okay, girl, like, thanks for changing outfits, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The critiques were very spot on.
That part. The teeth look perfect. I'm watching Heather's for the first time during dinner tonight.
Nice.
Have fun with that one. She's
a good
bitch.
one.
She's a bitch. And if you haven't seen Mean Girls, watch Mean Girls right after Heather's.
Yes.
That's the best way to do that, because Mean Girls is a really good movie, but you have to see Heather's first to really appreciate Mean Girls. People that love Mean Girls, it's like, yeah, but did you see Heather's with it? Because now you see why the parallel universes work together with them. So it kind of.
And then if you want to do a nice little off spin, go into Jawbreaker land.
Jawbreaker. I killed Liz. I killed Team Dream. Deal with it.
Yes. So good.
Okay, Jawbreaker is actually my favorite of the teen bitch fest movies.
I love Jawbreaker.
It's also made by a queer man, so shout out to the director of the movie. Rose McGowan was the one. She was the one. And before Marilyn Manson was super duper gross, he was just really gross in this one. He was also in the movie as well. And there's this really fucked up scene, like a really messed up scene where they. Pam Grier is in the movie. And do you see look at us talking about this right now. But think about it. Y'all know I love Jackie Brown. Is my favorite movie to ever exist in the entire universe. It's my #1 movie of all time. It's one of the reasons why I'm a Quentin Tarantino fan. But
note for Matty trivia.
To have her in Jawbreaker 2, and I had seen they came out.
She
around
was a
the same
detective,
year.
right?
Yes, they came out around the same year. Y'all don't get it. Like, Pam Grier went from this woman in Jackie Brown. She had to do a whole lot to get into that role, to then go into Jawbreaker, where she was like, I just want to have fun. Yeah. And it was very much that,
It's so good.
Love Jawbreaker.
It's
love
so
it.
good.
Please, if you haven't seen Jawbreaker, do yourself a favor. It's on Amazon, because that's when I watched it last. I was on Amazon watching it.
I would even go Heather's, Jawbreaker, then Mean Girls.
Yes, Heather's, Jawbreaker, Mean Girls, in that order. In that order. I did like Samantha's presentation, though. I have to give her credit. I was into it. it. I just was like, she changed into 2 different suits.
Yeah, and then again, also compared to everybody else, right? Like, maybe if there were other lesser than this presentations, this would have been more of a cream to rise to the top. But like, it was kind of like meh.
I love it. Suspicious. That's how exciting Samantha's runway was, talking about every other things. I mean, well, low-key, Samantha got us to speak about some things that we like. So hey, I'm looking for the transition lens here.
Yes. Come on, transition.
Cherry, you have no idea how glad I am that you brought up Jawbreaker. Guilty
So good.
pleasure. Like Mimi knows this because I
So
posted the
good.
clips on my Instagram like a couple weeks ago or last week, where they're like, everything is peachy fucking keen. Get it?
Well,
That's
there's
where
a
I get
Venn
that from.
diagram for both me and Maddie of like some media consumption. And you're going to
Hmm.
find like glossy, pretty puss puss meets horror or like camp, like darkness gore. It's
Super
such a sweet
science
spot for
fiction.
both.
Super science fiction, like 90s, early 2000s
Yes.
science fiction for sure. Like that's definitely me and
Yes.
Mimi for sure.
Yes.
Very that with
There's quite
possible
the Venn diagram.
70s, a couple of
Yes.
exploitation films in there, very
Yes.
much that kind of stuff. AKA,
Yes.
if Mimi and me like lived in the same city, we'd often go to the independent theater each week and just go see something new and possibly have
Yes.
din din afterwards. That would be our
Yes.
normal week. Very that. Okay, because Mimi would low key
We
replace
would
my
go to the
mom in my
Parkway here in
movie.
Oakland. So, like, for the Bay Area for the Bay Area gals and girls,
Hmm.
there's the Paramount Theater. Is it the Paramount? There's one that like you go and they have like sofas and couches and they play like old movies and they sell like beer and like cereal with milk on
Hmm.
Saturday mornings and they show Saturday morning cartoons.
I
The
actually
Paramount,
thought
the Paramount.
I thought the new Suspiria was really good,
Suspiria
actually.
is so good.
Did you see the new
Oh, the
one?
Parkway. Yes, the Parkway. Sorry, the
The
Parkway
new
Theater.
one was a gag. Like I
Suspiria is
saw
so
the
good.
first one, but that new one with all the they put them graphics in. Bitch, when they closed the door in that room, I was like,
Yes.
"What is happening here?" Like that movie was crazy, crazy.
Yes, so
Please watch
good,
that. That's so
so
up my
good.
alley in films to watch. Like I love the. What is this bullshit? That's me. I'm like, what is this? I love it. Confuse me.
And to get the name right, it's the Parkway Theater. Thank you, that gamer guy. The
The
Parkway
Parkway
Theater.
Theater. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Uh Samantha,
Thank you.
I had
Good
to
edit.
cover her mouth for obvious
Good
reasons.
edit.
I know Mimi, right? Bitch, as I was looking at it, I was like, is that what I think is in her mouth?
Oh yeah,
Baby, I said España
yeah.
is that girl. I mean,
That girl.
I was like, you got to go my outside road. I'm not gonna do Dave Chappelle like that. Listen, I was gagged. She had that shit in her mouth, baby. I was gagged. She had that shit in her mouth. I was like, I hope to God she ain't using that sucker. I ain't gonna talk about nobody like that, but bitch, I don't want y'all of that stuff.
I
I don't want
will
y'all of that
say
stuff.
that like at the smoke shop, some of the ones that are used for flour sometimes look borderline not for
Oh,
flour.
because it's low key
So
not used for flour, and I'm like, y'all are wrong for putting these motherfuckers up in here. You're supposed to have the ones for just for the flour, because that thin little, don't do that. Don't do that's for rocks, not paper, not at all. That is
God,
for rocks,
I
honey.
was trying to be
Ooh, girl, every time I go in there and I see that shit, I'd be like, the fuck is okay. I mean, I get it, but like.
nice.
I would never buy that kind. I've had bongs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me, I've had like Zong. I've had the ones that are
Yeah,
all the way on
yeah,
the
yeah,
floor.
yeah,
They top.
yes,
Put a
yes,
little
yes,
ice
yes,
in that bitch. You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Yes.
College.
I almost
College.
went on a tangent of like, remember Smirnoff bong hits? Did you ever put
Yes,
Smirnoff in the
yes,
bong?
yes. I do. I do. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, see, look, we're
See,
talking about our college days. See, we have to stop that. Okay, but like
but
for
at
real,
least we
for
made it.
real.
We made it wholesome versus what it was.
True, true. And there's a lot of Matt Tivia on the plate here. So we're glad to
Yes,
see that Venedita is regular. This
yeah.
is from Bad Education. Okay. Debbie, you're like, I have a small screen. What is that? Well, some people use it in alleyways.
Yes,
Some people use
and
it in
it's
their homes
glass.
before they're evicted. Uh some people oh
See, there's things
yeah.
that water goes through. Imagine that, but made out of
This is
glass.
not yeah. Yeah, thank you, Chloe, for saying it. Uh-huh. Thank you, because that's exactly what it was. I was like, I know you lying, bitch. Yeah.
Mhm.
Math, but with an E. Listen, I have to say
Exactly.
that. Math, but with an E. No,
Calculus.
Louise, it's chocolate.
It's a calculus ruler.
Tina Burner. There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Ah,
Boom.
there we
That's the
go.
best
That's good.
one.
Yup. Okay. So this Eric J. Well, no, that's a little bit more of a spoon, girl. No, let me stop. Ooh,
Wow.
Andrea, shut up.
We are not branding that one.
That's not
Not
on a
today,
t-shirt.
Satan.
No,
Not today,
no,
Satan.
no. I'll let
We
Kanye
don't
make
we
that
don't we don't co-sign that one.
So
Yeah, we'll
this
let
is
Uncut Gems do that. Uncut Gems. What do you think the Uncut Gems were? Anyways.
I can't. I can't. I can't. Um, Feral Kitty, if you could do me a favor and find a picture of the Pioneer woman in a kitchen and put Mimi's face on her body.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's the one because it's like I was in my head thinking about how that would work, and I could already see it now. Hi, welcome to my kid. Very that, or on Alaska's body. Yep, yeah, that too.
There we go. I'll take
There we go. On
Alaska.
Alaska's body. Very that. It has to be
I'll
this is my
take
hair video.
Alaska.
It has to be that this is
Yes!
my hair video.
Ding, 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 ding. There we go. That's closer.
So this being from bad education, hey, Ruben, I love you and I thank you for being here. But when we have a conversation, we have just that. All right. And it may be a point where that gets too much for you. I am going to continue having that conversation. I actually was just about to get to the review, but I do that when I'm ready. Okay. I love you
Yes.
down, but like I run the show. God bless you all. And I'm glad for those of you who found entertainment in all of this, because that's what this is about. We're here to have fun. We're not here to go by somebody's schedule. Eric, thank you for the super chat, baby. I appreciate you. This was a toot even after the red fabric fell off. I'm okay with it because it still loved the look. Listen, once the reveal happened, and I knew it was from this scene in particular.
Yeah.
In the reaction, you will see that moment. I screamed. I was like, yes! Like
It's so good.
Everything. Also, the details behind the garment with the being the body and how it was sprayed on, and they worked with a certain fabric.
Yes.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
That's detail well done.
It's Venendita. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. All right. Well, we still got 200 plus in the room, so thank you so much for being here. Let's keep it rolling.
No, yeah.
Sorry, you're silly. Every time I see you. No, don't come for Ruben here. I know Ruben just wanted to get
It's
on with
all
the
with
show.
love.
It's all with love. It's all with love. Keep it pushing on. Chop. And while I had a good time with the okay, we gonna split and the blood coming out, and this is legit the look. I was also thinking to myself, like,
yeah, I think it was Anna Locking or one of the judges that said, I understand the look, but when it's this simple, you have to get the details right. The mask is ill-fitting. It's not the mask. It's not the vibe. And if all you have is a mask and a suit that then becomes bloody, which kudos for the bloody because the blood is what saved you. Let's be real.
My thing is, why not just bedazzle the fuck out of this plain ass bodysuit so it gives some kind of shine, and then keep the blood,
She was
do all
too busy
that.
bedazzling her wigs.
Yeah, what wig? Listen, that's the whole thing. I like the presentation though, because when she slid, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit. But I just wish it was like there was a little bit more of a drag detail to this look, because it's just a bodysuit, a face mask.
Even the mask. Gem out the mask.
Yeah, do something, very drag it up just a tad bit, because this is too on the money. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too on the money, but also not really. Shape is right, pads is there, girl. But that's why
the knife and the mask. You take your one little bong rip, spend one night stoning it, boom.
The knife could have been bedazzled.
Yeah.
There's a hot glue gun with your name on it, Diamante, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's what needed for this look here. Although I
Yeah.
did like your concept, and I am
Yes.
dying to see this movie.
The
I've got to
delivery
see it.
was great.
Right, Nick. I have to see it. I
Yeah.
watched some weird trailer with Antonio Banderas. Apparently, he's the psycho in the movie. I'm like, what? I love me some Antonio Banderas. So yes,
Yes. Arr.
I'm going in. Get ready. I'm not. I'm
Ooh.
not going to be nice, and y'all can be
And as
y'all.
the
If y'all,
TMZ updates come in,
I'm like, if y'all want to be mad at somebody, you're gonna be mad at me for that review because I'm gonna drag William. I'm dragging him to oblivion and beyond. I'm dragging William the most terrible. Sharon. This is the other movie I have to see. This is the other one I have to see, like badly.
very
uh,
committed presentation. I was here for it.
Especially because I saw this, I forget what the YouTube video was, y'all, but they had a description of how in this scene in particular, it's a side by side of a drag performance happening and also this woman doing a classical, like actually embodying through singing it versus a drag performance. It's like the contrast of camp and kitsch. I got really deep into the director's atmosphere, and this is a movie apparently where that was really heavy on the colors and what it represented and who this person was. I got to give
Yeah.
Sharon some credit here. This is eat, eat, eat. This is damn near the entirety of this is it. That when she threw off the bracelet, they
My,
gagged.
Maddie, can you do a quick 2-second cover? I gotta hop on one quick ping. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Um, this was Sharon. I thought this was fabulous. It was a good look. I was really here for it. Um, I, go in. I got to give Sharon. Just go in. So I thought she presented it well. I haven't even seen the movie. So yeah, that one I need to watch too. Again, I covered it up for obvious reasons. Hota Kira Hota with Kara Hota, excuse me, with the Jean Paul Gaultier look that was presented in this movie. We have seen this done by Theresa May. Okay. I remember, I believe that was when they all came back for the finale. If I'm correct, with Theresa May in that look, and she had a different version of it, more on the lines of what this was here. But of course, I had to cover it up because I don't know if those were real or not, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. But Hota's version of this, it kind of I didn't like her version of it. Because it kind of took away from the whole actual aspect of what that was, and we know we sometimes we don't like a knockoff or a carbon copy of it, but like
It's like the dragation of the look again also missed the mark.
yeah, yeah,
Especially when the
yeah.
original is so cunt.
Oh, that was the one for the movie characters. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, child. If you only knew how you two be acting with me when I had a breastplate from Jimbo and that video got flagged. I don't play with these people no more. Let's get into another picture here and help for this one. I hate the wig. That ponytail was so tired. I was like, why is the ponytail just sleepy? It's interesting, but I think she put a little too much thought into this. Maybe, maybe. The train was everything. Mm-hmm.
I did agree that the ponytail needed a little bit more. Yes, that comment had me dead,
A
and I
hanging string,
agree.
a tampon. That was girl. I was like, not pulling the blinds down. It was a lot. The wig is, yeah. I just thought she put a little bit too much into this. Makeup is good. There was a little too much going on here for this look. But yeah, yeah.
Again, I'm so like in super like with Juriji because I would just like here, please marry me like right now.
You're joking me, right? Jariji, you're joking me.
It's
I
so good.
okay, so we all know who did the same number because a couple of the girls love the silhouette. It's a Gautier number two. It's one of my favorite silhouettes. I love it down. We've seen. However, if you want to put this on the lineup of everybody who did this, Miss Mama ate them all for breakfast. For breakfast. Ah, this is beautiful. Wait till the next photo because I caught a good still of her in like mid pose. It, I, 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 puss puss. Period.
Yeah.
Period. You're, uh, uh. Wait, is this Chanel or is this Gautier? Because I thought they were all going off of Gautier looks here.
She said Chanel.
It's Chanel, right? Because I remember when
She
what's
said
who was
Chanel.
it who did this look? It was Crystal, right? Damn, that's 2 times I've seen something that Crystal did on the spot.
Yeah, so good.
That is it. Dovima came out in that same Corello DeVille number. Crystal had did somewhat similar to that. Jariji came
And
out in this
Willow.
number. Oh, Willow
Willow.
Pill. That's who
Willow
it was
Pill.
with the updo. The updo.
Mhm.
Updo. There it is.
Sorry to be distracted. It's like Boston
Did,
is like pinging.
but didn't also didn't Violet drag that when she was like, "I'm
Yeah.
tired of the girls doing knockoffs." Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But when they do the comparisons on the timeline that I saw in the last 24 hours, it was a little bit of like what you ordered versus what you got, but like Willow
Uh-huh.
was the one that you got and this is what
Uh-huh.
you ordered.
So then I would have to say if we're
There we
really gonna
go.
go there, Jariji ate Willow alive, if we
Yeah.
really want to talk about putting this together. But then again, Willow was really beautiful in her look. I just think Jariji looks like if I'm gonna give her an era, it's classic Hollywood, Marilyn Monroe days, very that queen of the
This was
energy.
also Hugh Grant when he was dating Elizabeth Hurley. Very like Elizabeth Hurley at the Oscars on the arm of Hugh Grant vibe.
Just that she's the woman that walks in the room and everyone stops.
Yeah.
Like Jariji, if that's what you were going for, girl, you're giving it. Because like
Yeah.
it just looks so clean. And I've seen this look, but it just looks so clean. You know what I
It's
mean?
so good. If you're
Look,
gonna do like a version of a look, this is how you do it. Yeah.
it's very that. It's very that. Elizabeth Hurley's was Versace. Mm-hmm. The iconic Versace pin dress was everything. Penelope Cruz in
Mhm.
Channel Film Los Abrazos Rotos. That's the film festival, right? Okay. Or no, that's the movie. That's the movie. There we go. Come on, Maddie. All right. I got to move forward here because my mind's going to get wrapped up. And then I'll
Done.
have
And
some.
Boss Dude is happy, so now I can come
Right.
back and
And,
concentrate. Sorry.
and then I'm going to have somebody dragging me in the comment section because I'm an American. So we'll
Oh.
just keep moving here. God forbid. God
Bueno,
forbid.
americanos al fin.
Marina is next. I would have said Tiger King if this was, you know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the movie.
Yeah.
This is kind of really cool for the spot onness, but it honestly didn't give me what I needed exactly. But I did want to see this movie after
Yeah.
I saw this look, but I didn't. It didn't make me feel something here. But I thought, okay. Ever since
Yeah.
episode 1, actually 2, after the burn unit look or the malignant look, I don't know. I have been kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Marina's been
Yeah.
interesting this season. There's something going on.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the picture, the reference picture, like I feel like there was some details in that reference picture that if some attentions to those details would have been paid attention to, like see how much
Mhm.
longer the tail is and how like in this picture it wraps around the body like that. Like if the
Yeah.
tail was wrapped around a little bit more around the body, like the boot, like if we had more of that like boot detail versus like this pattern that just goes down into the high heels, like I don't know, I would have liked those attention to details. I think it could have helped bring that look a little bit more together.
When it's flat enough tiara, I don't have to cover it.
Wow. It's a hip.
Is it? Okay. Mimi said it was a hip. I'm
Well,
looking
the hip
for
don't
it.
get you demonetized.
I'm like, child. So all I see is just somebody who just had ripped their pants a little bit. All
Not
T.
rip the pants.
I mean, listen. God's blesses a few. And some buy it. Okay, dripping like water.
I got more than enough to feed a village, so I
I'm
know.
just saying. I know what mine does when I walk. Jiggle. All
Yeah.
right. So because it ain't jam. Ha ha.
Okay.
Okay. Now Onyx is next. I'll be real with you. For me, for me, it was okay.
It was all right.
I
It was
I
a safe.
did, yeah, it just didn't. I wanted to go somewhere with this foot, and for me, I was like, okay. No one else would have thought to do this, but I also, what was missing for me is
Well, the face well, like could have been a little bit like prettier, I think, for me. And sometimes safe isn't bad.
she
Sometimes
did,
safe is just what you need.
she did, she looked like Killer Queen. I agree, did. Hmm. There were, it was cool, and I was like, oh, no one would have thought of that, but then it just didn't sit on my shoulders like everybody else just kind of gave me a little, oh, like what is that? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That too. Ooh,
Yeah.
expectations. You kind of came out here and gave us an entire Starship Trooper alien, possibly from District 13. Very Twilight
Also,
Zone.
yeah, and everything else that she's done has been colorful.
Yeah.
This feels also, I think, just kind of like it blends almost into the stage. Yeah, the reference it's really spot on to the reference, actually. But for what it is compared to everybody else, it just falls a little dull.
So my thing is, in terms of this, what was the movie again? Because, um, yeah, I just wanted to know what movie this came from specifically. Because
Yeah.
knowing his work, I was kind of shocked to see
Yeah.
someone in this look because he normally doesn't do things like that's why I was like, wait, huh? And there was a video camera on top of the head. Oh, it's Kika. So that's the one I said I wanted to see, right? The one
Yeah.
where Miss Mama was tied up.
Yeah.
Huh. This makes me more interested to see the movie. This makes me kind of more interested to see the movie because what she was wearing compared to the scene that Estrella was giving. I need to find this movie. Okay. So I have to find that's gonna drive me insane. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Um,
somebody a little earlier said that a lot of all of Almodovar's films are available on Movie Mexico and Movie UK.
okay.
So yeah, get a VPN and get your movie set to those locations.
It's on Amazon.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, it's on Amazon. How much is it? I got it. I'm paying it. I can rent it for $3.
Ooh,
All
done.
right. All right. Patreon members, guess what? Surprise, surprise. We're gonna watch Kika. Uh-huh.
And we just talked about it, so it's a
Yup.
$3 write-off.
Yup. Cause I'm like, yeah, I gotta see this man's work because there's some stuff I haven't seen yet.
Yes.
Oh, that's the order right here.
There we go. Todo sobre mi madre. Átame, tacones lejanos, hable con ella, Kika, la flor de mi secreto, la mala educación, volver,
Okay.
and la piel que habito.
Okay. And I've already seen Bad Education. That's on there. I've already seen Volver.
Volver.
Oh, see,
You got closer.
I
You lost the re in the volver.
well, that's I mean, I'm like, listen, now on this stage are the tops and bottoms. Some people up here verse, possibly. Tops of the week were
Sorry. That one took a second, but it really got me in the funny bone.
pretty gay. Okay, no, very sexual. Estrella
Very
Sharon.
11 p.m. drag show.
It's the second set, right?
Yeah.
The kitchen's closed.
Trying to keep everybody, still with it.
Kitchen's closed. Don't forget the bar closes at 1:30 tonight. Make sure you grab
Drink
your drink
specials
ticket.
are.
There you go. That's half the list. Lord, okay, I got a lot of work to do.
Woo, wow.
So, Estrella We have Sharon and Benedita were in the top, while the bottom queens were Samantha, Diamante, and Jota. I kind of do agree with how this setup was going here, and we do know that Benedita was the winner of this week's challenge. But
What in the butt? Oh, ooh, this is
mean
what in the butt.
meanwhile, in the Interior Illusions Lounge,
Across town.
okay, in the Gold Bar,
Dun, 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 dun,
so
dun, dun.
Marina was sitting back there and was kind of having a moment of feeling neglected by her castmates, of feeling not a part of the group or out of the loop, or
Not
sort of
included.
disrespected and not included, and that no one actually cares or is giving the attention when she's saying, hey, do y'all see me hurting over here? Help a sister out. And Onyx and Sethless are sitting there, and I know Jariji was making faces. It almost felt like she was talking to Jariji specifically, but it was more so because Jariji's faces were making a lot of noises, and the other girls were just not having it. But it also explains where a lot of this energy is coming from, because Jariji, I felt like, spoke for everybody.
Yeah.
Because Sethless was laughing, and Onyx was like, well, maybe we could talk about this another time. But I understand where you're coming from. But it also was like, well, there you go. Because Onyx laughed at a couple of those reads, bitch.
Nobody was like, trying to interrupt that she was saying anything wrong.
Yeah, no one stopped Jariji and was like, girl, you're being mean. No. Nope. Jariji was giving me Untucked seasons 1 through fucking 6, bitch. I was here for it. She said, and y'all can quote it down here. Y'all can quote it. Mama called her vile, disgusting, insecure,
Cerda y falsa. I'm not going to forget that ever again.
fake. I was like, y'all said swine. She says, you're always farting too. It's just disgusting. I can't be around it. Like, even Marina was laughing when she said the fart joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
also, Matty, you're not that on the 90 Day Fiance train, are you?
Only for Big Ad.
So those 90 Day Fiance watchers, if you're watching the current season, you're gonna have an extra giggle, because I had an extra giggle given the Mike and Jimena situation, where Jimena in Spanish was telling him that he's so grosero for his pelos because he's always farting all over the place.
Ooh, it was the loves to play victim part for me. I was like, shit. Not everyone back there going, Sethless, this is Sethless. Oh, Inner Onyx. Oh, well, I was like, no, Marina. I feel bad, but also, like, let's talk about last week's episode and how that energy somehow found its way to this week's episode. Yeah. Sucks the energy out of the room. Oh yeah, she's like, imagine going into the workroom and you're always the one sucking the energy out of the room. It was so much. Dragged her to the limit and did it calmly.
Yes.
Why are you so mean to me? And she's like, are you gonna let me speak? You asked my opinion. I would love to speak now. I don't know what you want me to say, girl. Oh, look at the body language.
Okay.
Look at the mug. Oh my God. It's just funny to hear this reading coming out of somebody who's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Cariño.
¿Qué quieres que te diga?
And she's quiet. So that, again, it adds something. She don't normally say anything. And if she's going to say something now, clearly it was an issue. And it's like, okay, bitch, I've had enough. She gave me very Vanessa Van Cartier vibes during these because when Vanessa was going in, very calm, very polite, but no, I'm going to give you the facts. Here are the facts. Yes. Amore, as you like to call me.
Amore, como me gustas que te llame, como te gusta llamarme.
I'm watching this and reading the subtitles. It's like, and it's the body language. I was like, oh my God, this is fabulous. Like, honestly. Matty, when you go out with Marina, maybe don't go for coffee.
Wow.
You're stupid. It gave Sigourney Beaver when she read Mary, like, wow. but what were you gonna do for your talent? Oh, You didn't have any clothes. Like,
Yes.
she was polite. I was kind of here for this. I do miss the drama. I like a little drama, but Marina, I'm trying to figure it out too because I don't see it as much as you've seen it. A lot of it comes from you in the confessionals having these conversations. Us as the audience is sort of getting like the last bit of it, and everybody else in the workroom is like tired of you. So I'm like, what are we not seeing on camera that they're sick of? Because that's where it feels like this is coming from. And yes, Edo, it's very this, Edu. I feel very attacked energy. Very that, but not as loud, not as American.
I'm feeling very attacked.
Relax. Okay. Oh, but yes, Jariji, you are now. I stand you. I stand you. I kind of stand now. Oh,
Yes.
I was living, but honey,
Yes.
maybe
Yes,
the house
yes.
they live in. You think that's what it is, Ruben? You think that's what it is? I feel like. Do they live in a house out? Do they live in a house outside of this?
Or are they all stuck together during filming?
Yeah, if anybody has this information with España, do they live in a house and then come out to set? Unlike with the United States, it's sort of like everyone has their hotel room. They can't talk to each other. Everyone's
On
secluded. So
purpose.
that way, yeah, it adds to the drama. So that way, you parking lot
Yeah,
conversations you got to
because
bring
this
back.
feels like pillow talk has been happening, or like there's stuff behind the scenes that like they're just not vibing.
Where is the
Where's
video
those
footage
cameras?
of that? Where is the video footage of this?
We need that footage.
You're joking me. And why hasn't US Drag Race done the same thing? Bitch, that'd be a whole series in itself. Fuck Untucked. I want the house show.
Yes.
I want the Bad Boys Club Drag
Like
Race
Top
edition.
Chef, the first few seasons of Top Chef used to do that.
What? Oh, I love that. No, they actually were in a house recently on this Houston. Is it? No. I think they're in hotels. I forget. They're in Houston right now in my city for Top Chef. And where they're at, I know every single place they're going to, y'all. I gag every time. I'm like, oh, I know that place. I've been there. I know this. I love it. Right. I love watching Top Chef right now. I'm like,
Yes.
I know all this. Now I get why when people get hyped when it's like in their city. Because I'm like, oh, bitch, I used to eat there, and now they're cooking food there. I've had food there. Meow.
Kitty cat, meow, meow, meow.
Meow, 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 post. Okay. Project Runway shows the footage. Girl, Get us a mina. Okay, sorry. See,
Okay.
telepatia. That always comes up in my head. I'm just a mile away. All these voices in the background of my brain. I be saying them English parts so bad. I'll be like, yeah. Then we get to Spanish. I'm like in the shower, like going in.
You're
I'm
like,
not
ja,
gonna
ja,
try.
ja, ja, ja.
Ja, ja, ja,
Ja,
ja,
ja,
ja.
ja, ja,
Ja,
ja,
ja,
ja,
ja, ja, ja,
ja.
ja, 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 ja. But I be saying it correctly by myself. I just know in my ears hear it correctly. I just know it. Okay. Wait, even after elimination, they still live all together. So I wonder what Ariel
And I, oop.
Why am I not a producer, Lord? If I had money, if I was rich, there'd be content.
What's the Ariel Rec drama?
God, if I had money, man. They're playing with me. They must not want my good stuff. Girl, we've been had shows up. We've been had shows together. I've been talking to World of Wonder. Why don't we put them in the house? Okay. Really? Why don't we do this? Instead of them just watching my videos and taking ideas. You have. Trust me, you have.
I'm telling you, if we see Australia next season of Drag Race España.
I would like to be the first one to tell y'all that I did recommend Toni Braxton for this past season of Drag Race, and it was very interesting when that Toni Braxton song. I also had recommended Heartbreak Hotel a long time. Y'all can go to my old reviews. Go to the old review. Please check those out. Me and Jamar used to quote a lot of shit that came up later, and it was like, interesting. But again, a lot of us were all on the same page too. So I ain't going to be the one to say that I made it up. But if I had the opportunity to, I'm taking the check. So there you go. And I'm splitting it between myself. So Venedita had won. Venedita had won the challenge.
Me, myself, and I.
Okay. Sam, the thing is, I actually know they do. I know they do. And I've got confirmation about that on the last DragCon I went to. I know they do. And that's why they know that all this, like when I do my disclaimers, shits and giggles. Okay? That's why I haven't been sent a cease and desist yet.
Okay.
Okay? Because they know this is out of love, and also this is promotion for the show.
And that
That
part.
part. While everyone's mad at me, it's like, girl, with come on now. Oh, can we give Hota her flowers? Can we please give her flowers right now?
She recognized the assignment.
The song is not what Samantha needed to do, and I was embarrassed for her that she
Yeah.
went the same route that she's done before.
Well, did you catch in the beginning of the episode when she was like, "Oh, they gave me shit for doing the same thing." Well, if the same thing works,
I guess this is your papers and you signed them. I was so impressed with this 18-year-old baby
mhm,
actually doing the song perfectly.
mhm.
I'm listening, I'm reading the lyrics, I'm watching the emotions. I have zoom ins. Are you ready to go? Let's go, kids. Okay.
Let's
So
go.
I was asking myself, why the fuck did we get here? Why did we get here in the first 10 seconds, Mimi?
It's like that TikTok sound of like, do you ever see somebody and wonder what's happening in their brain? Dun 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 dun. This.
When I tell you little Harvey, that's what we're gonna call him, because Big Harvey and little Harvey can both get it, but ooh, Big Harvey. No,
They were on the verge of tears.
no. They're in I have to zoom in, Mimi. They were crying. No, they were sobbing. I have to zoom in. I have to zoom in. Little Javi was pissed every
Yeah.
time he looked over at Samantha and was like, God, like, get it together, bitch. You're not doing the song correctly. Meanwhile, Holta's up here losing it into the song, just going into the full emotion of everything and just giving. Meanwhile, I got this baby over here talking about this is a for keeps ad. Okay. That's in the
Not for
States.
keeps.
that's for the girls in the States. I'm not sure they have them out there in Europe, but if y'all know the Keeps reference, you know the read. Meanwhile, Maddie loves bald men. Okay, whew, just want to rub on
Same.
that head. I love bald men. I love all men, except Grossos. Okay. We change your wig, Samantha. Change it around. Change your costume. Change it around. Change your clothes. Change it around. Flick us off. Flick us off. Something lewd. Something lewd. Gross gesture. Gross gesture. Gross. Just gross.
Panties.
Samantha. Oh, yeah, that's right. Underwear. Underwear. Samantha's all about underwear. Vulgarity, Samantha. I can't. I really hated everything she did. I'm not even going to do the stuff that she was doing because I would like to be the one to still have a channel. But like, you really, girl, what did the song have to do with you flicking off the judges and also saying the big fuck you? What was that? I was like, what is this?
She was giving us triple down on the worst combo ever.
Samantha, Valentine, you fucked up this week again, Valentine. Samantha, Valentine. It's shit, it's Valentine. Thank you. Yes, there it is. Come on. Woo! Okay, listen, you're welcome for that. I love y'all down. Thank you for facilitating my fuckery. I appreciate it. Valentine.
Why is this gonna be also season 15's Rusical?
Valentine. Yes, baby did it right on time. I can't. Valentine.
Mama Roo.
Thank you all for my original music. It is not available on iTunes, but just so you know, I can freestyle when available. Okay, don't get me in an improv challenge, and don't get me for a musical, bitch.
Available for quinces and bat and bar mitzvahs.
I'm going the fuck in. If you're a producer out there, and you want to make some Weird Al music, but less Weird Al and more Weird Maddie, call me. I'm always up for parody songs. Yeah. So this is when I knew it was gonna be Jotas, like
Yeah.
period. Like seriously. Private Boy, yeah, we can make a song together. Let's go to the studio and make some beats. Hold on, that's a Housewives of Atlanta reference. Let's go to the studio and make some beats.
The ring didn't mean a thing.
What was it? Austin, Dallas, Austin, Dallas, Austin. I'm going to the studio in Dallas, Austin. Let me stop. Oh, Nene. Let's see here.
The ring didn't mean a thing. Oh, Javi. Oh.
Such a beautiful man. Such a beautiful man. I also was. He made me emotional watching him.
Both of them. Both of
They
them.
were just they were crying, and it was
They were
like.
both so heartbroken.
It was just a lot. I had to give that zoom in because it was just I was watching him well with emotion. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Change your costume, change it around. Like God, Samantha. So you went from one bad dress to one bad dress. Okay, got it. Holta was saved. Samantha had a really nice speech and a funny way to exit. But I'll be real with y'all. I was happy this baby was gone. No
Yeah.
shade to her. She was fun in commentaries and the confessionals. Outside of that, what challenge? What runway? Like,
Yeah. And even the commentary this first episode, like at the beginning of this episode, I mean, almost felt a little too self-produced because she was already talking about like, oh yeah, the internet's gonna be on fire, like the internet's gonna be on fire. And it's like, well,
I feel like they never really gave her like they never also kind of kept it real with her. Like I think the guest judge was a little bit more authentic with the approach than others. Not saying that they're not saying how they feel. It's just more so like I get she's famous and I get that people know her or she's very popular and has a sort of a following. But the first time that you saw that fuck shit on that lip sync, y'all were living for it. Then you got it a second time. That no shade, Ariel Retconnor should still be here. Like I'm not even playing.
once they let her get through first time to co-sign you, but I said it in the first episode and in the second episode that this would not have like flown by in OG Drag Race, the whole taking your clothes off and taking your wig off and taking your shoes off and then like winning the lip sync because of that.
Like Samantha reminded me of like those older couples you would see in Spain or two friends playing chess or some sort of game and they have like a little table set up outside the streets that are going down and when someone's moving too fast, hey, why are you moving so like not to go Italian, but you know what I mean, like you're moving too fast coming through. Like I see Samantha many years from now having their own private place somewhere with a good seaside view and getting tired of people driving down the street loud as fuck, always ruining their peace. I see that for Samantha. I get that energy, but like,
or like going to karaoke and like taking all their clothes off doing karaoke.
I just, I'm here for a new intro, Private Boy. You better be serious because I'm all about it. But
Okay.
who was it? I was trying to give a really good reference here, a very, very good reference for Samantha. Damn, it just dropped out of here. Hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Poopy Poison for a particular reason. I felt like Poopy, while not always presenting the best looks, their confessionals were endearing. They were funny. Something about them outside of the confessionals themselves, even when they're interacting with the queens, was a lot different than how Samantha came. And I don't want to like actually compare the two. They're two different people. But something about Poopy getting as far as they did makes more sense to me than this one.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. She did. I starred a comment. I didn't realize that I starred. Didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I liked Poopy. I kind of miss Poopy on the TV. They were good TV, and yeah, I just enjoyed them. But no, to Samantha's point, I enjoyed Samantha the first episode. I saw the chaos. As it progressed, I felt like they were just keeping her, and a lot of people were feeling like, okay, maybe this is going to be just like Poopy all over again. But I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. Yeah. She could and was actually funny. Yeah. Like, yeah, Poopy tried. There was a lot of effort in Poopy's work. It was, hey, I was here for it. But yeah, go ahead, Samantha. You're going to be right back to this social media game, killing it as usual, where your comedy can live in the realm that you created and people can understand. Because on this show, they may want a certain type of thing. They want to maybe do something a little bit different. Can't be always chaotic. Either way. We have queens remaining. This is a good goddamn season, isn't it, Mimi? Like,
Yo, so good.
it's a good season so far. Like, España, thank you. Oh, I've been missing this kind of drag race. You know what I'm saying? I like drag race.
It's such a good season that the top contenders are like juggling around already and like in a good way.
Exactly. I'm a little nervous for Onyx though.
I know, me too.
I feel like we've been given like so much good in the beginning, and you know how sometimes that can work against you if you throw all your biggest cards out in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm very nervous for Onyx. I love me some Diamante, but already seeing some bad decision making happening here. Estrella is now in my top 3 of favorites. I love her to death. Jariji has moved up in my living room. Like, I live and breathe for her.
I love this situation.
And Venedita, honestly, after this episode, seeing them do improv, work.
Yes, Venedita moved up my list real quick this week.
It's a lot of strong contenders this season. And also Drag Sethless, thank you for your confessionals, because your energy is everything.
Took it out of my mouth because I was also going to give, gold stars to Sethless. Yes.
Their energy is just everything.
Yeah.
I love when they're talking. Like, everything's about them's fun. Yeah. Love it. Okay, Mimi, we're wrapping this up. We've hit the 2-hour marker here. We thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you all for tipping us down. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being active in the live chat here, for my mess ups, for my good stuff, for the love and the laugh. Nothing to be taken too seriously here. Nothing but love and light at the end of the day. This is all just for shits and giggles. Don't take us too seriously. And if you do, don't take us at all. Go away. That part. Now you can take that and push it all out. Oh, Marina. Oh, that's right. That we forgot about Marina. I actually didn't. I need to get to the bottom of what the fuck's going on.
Marina could come and be, kind of like the underdog that comes out of left field, but Marina could also have like a little bit of an Ugasio like trajectory.
She has a brilliant mind. What I'm seeing here though is there certain insecurities or things that are happening in the background that we're not getting a full narrative of, and then I'm getting her talking about it and it doesn't add anything to the complaint. It's like, but where is the receipt? I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna get there. And
I don't mean Marina's Ugasio, but like something about the trajectory of like you present something, but you only go so far. Like that's what I meant by Ugasio, because I feel like Marina's conceptual art is like very elevated, very conceptual. So that's where I meant by the Ugasio reference.
I think they're also one of those I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit type of situation. So there's that. Mimi, your social medias, please.
Yes, please follow my YouTube channel. I'm putting a lot of hard work into that being the new baby that I try to put some love into. So please, youtube.com/MimiCherry. If you want to follow around for some giggles, some gags, some goops, follow the Twitter, follow the Instagram, do some TikToks. Yeah, it's all in the link tree.
Awesome. Make sure to go follow Mimi Cherry and give her some social media love. You already know what it is with your boy Matty Rants, everywhere at Matty Rants, except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. It's on the link tree description down below. Grab a branchy, some fruit, Activia, Mattivia, if you know what's up with the merch store with dragqueenmerch.com. Powered through your boy Matty and Bible Girl. That's a team up right there. You can catch all that merch with Mattivia merch, Rant Pack merch, the panel merch, and Sundays are best with the panel merch, all on dragqueenmerch.com. Just type in Matty Rants and you're going to find that available there. I'm also available on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. You can watch all my reactions and tune into the live version of how I feel about these shows. Tonight, I will be on Scotty by Nature's channel to review Bad Boys Club Los Angeles. Last night was a lot. So tune into that. It's at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern on Scotty by Nature's channel, just how I said it, all one word. You can certainly find it there, and I posted the link on my social media, so you can tune in that way as well, if that's your gig. This week, you will be seeing a lot more of me. I will more than likely be doing a special live in the middle of the week to sort of do a wrap-up of so far how season 14 is gone. Screenshots and zoom-ins included. That will be Wednesday. On Thursday, you're also going to catch me again, and that's going to be more so of the rant with me. We haven't done that in a week. I had to take a little break on that one, okay? All right. Saturday's Drag Race Review, Sunday the panel, puss coming through. Listen, we appreciate y'all so much for tuning in with us today. Make sure that you hit the like button before you leave. Get in the comment section, help your boy get in the algorithm. As content creators of color, we need your help to get pushed past the points where they don't want to put us in the system, okay? I love y'all down. I love you so much. No matter if you hate me or not, I'm still going to show you love. I'll see y'all next time, babies. Mimi.
Bye. Be all the people.
Be somebody. Be yourself.
Be anybody.
Yeah, be yourself most importantly, okay?
Yeah.
And all right, y'all. Bye.
Listen.